I'm Graham Diamond, and this is my mock of, I call it Neigh. And it's, well, I guess I developed it as a satire on the whole concept of Lego as art. No, I don't necessarily, I do think that Lego can be art, but I just thought, you know what, there's a lot of talk of Lego as art out there right now, and I thought, you know what, let's take it to the most absurd level as possible. So I thought, okay, who's probably the most famous Lego artist in the world? Nathan Sawaya. And I had a whole bunch of horses, and I thought, you know what would be really funny? Would just be, take that absurdity, satirize it, and take his classic yellow piece, which is like the iconic Lego as art piece, with the yellow guy tearing open his chest and the yellow pieces, and replace it with a brown guy with a brown horse head and brown horses coming out. And yeah, I just thought, why not? It's not a knock against Nathan or any actual Lego artist, just sort of taking that whole concept, though, turning on its head, doing something silly with it. And then I didn't want, at first I just thought that I'd leave it at that, but then I had Gandalf and Eomer just sitting around. I'm like, you know what, look for them at the light of the third day, and they'll come and save the day as well. But, I thought it was just really fun and silly, and just a good piece for Lego artists. As most people come by, most of the fans here today, the kids coming out, they're like, oh, is this like Trojan horse or something going on? And I'm like, I got to do a little bit of explaining, but I'm okay with that. And I think it's kind of ironic that I even got nominated for Best Art, because it's now become the thing it's satirizing, right? But you know what? It's just fun and silly, and just thought I'd share a funny, silly idea that I had, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, I think it's a really unique idea you had there. So as you were designing kind of the structure of it and everything, were you looking at Nathan's build specifically?
Yeah, I tried to copy it as close as I could. Thanks to I had got a whole bunch of photos of his yellow piece from different angles, and him and I were both trained as master model builders through the Legoland system. So I thought, it would be somewhat fitting for me to take it on and do the satire as well. And yeah, so mostly though, I just couldn't stop laughing while building it, because I'm just watching it come together, especially once I got to the hooves coming out and getting those stud-shaped hooves. And I wish I did kind of throw it together, so it could use a little bit more shaping. I was talking about it with Marianne Asanuma, who's also out of the Legoland model shop system, and she gave me some good tips on how we could improve it for the future. But mostly it's just funny and silly and goofy, and that's what I wanted to. So accuracy, not as important as the silliness.
Yeah. So is this the type of model that you can take home and keep together, or will you have to tear this apart eventually?
No, I think I'm going to try and keep it together for a little bit until my wife just finds it too disturbing and says, you know what, that's got to go. But she's really supportive. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it's just a goofy piece and good conversation piece.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Thanks for taking us through that. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.